Rogers has acquired the NHL rights in Canada for the next 12 years. That means...
Not acquired, continued.
You know what that means, Dave?
What?
12 more years of woke. 12 more years of Ron, I have more faces than a clock store McLean.
Well, and if I can... God love Ron McLean.
You like that one?
I still like. Yeah, I do. But I still love Ron McLean. He's a wonderful human, and
he's a snake in the grass.
Ron has spoken very highly of me. I will speak very highly of Ron. I have a lot of respect for that man.
Has he?
Oh yeah.
He hyped you up?
Yeah, absolutely.
You go to your wedding?
He was not at my wedding.
Oh.
We didn't meet until after my wedding. But He is a wonderful human being. And listen, he had a bad fallout with a co-host. I've had it happen to me too. If you look at his body of work overall, it's fantastic. He is one of the best broadcasters that Canada has ever put out. Now, when it comes to the whole Rogers CBC situation, I don't want to hear any more of this. We need to fund the CBC. The CBC just got funded big time. Like they got a huge check. They basically took their airtime and rented it out to Rogers for the next how many years?
12 years. It's $7.7 billion.
12 years. The CBC is going to be okay. I promise you. They don't need your tax dollars. They just got a lot of money.
That's USD.
They're fine.
That's USD, by the way. So it's 11 billion Canadian.
You know what? Take the 7.7 billion and take off the minus the 70 cents to the dollar, and I'm sure they would take whatever's left over. That would be more than enough to fund the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. It's okay. We don't have to fund the CBC anymore. They're okay.
Well, don't worry. They're completely bought by the Liberal government, so if they get in, they're going to fund them
even more.
Well,
and they'll be bought by the Conservative government if they get in. They're funded by whoever's in. No. They're funded by the government. So whatever government is in funds the CBC with tax dollar money. If they're getting huge paychecks from Rogers at the tune of $7.7 billion, they're going to be okay.
I love the clip from this past summer where they asked Pierre, they're like, what do you picture in the future? He says, you know what'd be beautiful? The sound of me defunding the CBC. And you see this building right behind me right here? This is downtown CBC headquarters in downtown Toronto. Selling that off and a family with their U-Haul coming in downtown Toronto to move into my newly made apartment complex. We're going to turn this government property into affordable homes. Doesn't that sound beautiful?
Okay.
I liked it.
You got to understand, the reason why the CBC exists is the same reason why the BBC exists, which is the British Broadcasting Corporation, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. The idea was, no matter where you were on terra firma in Canada, if you turned on a radio, I don't care if you're in Tuktoyaktuk or if you're on the East Coast or the West Coast, wherever you are, as rural as you are, doesn't matter where you are.
It's a real place, by the way, Tuktoyaktuk.
You turn on your radio and you're able to pick up a signal in case you need to find out, is there another war? Is there a major storm? Is there an impending threat coming? You could turn on your radio and get that information if it was dire. We don't need that anymore. We don't. We have Starlink. We have the internet. We have more than enough ways to access information. We get alerts to our phone. The government can now literally blow up your phone, regardless if you have your sleep mode on or do not disturb. If there's a missing child anywhere, and it's great. It's a great system. Bzz, bzz, bzz. It'll buzz and it'll tell you. We don't need a system through traditional transmissions through AM or FM where you need to be notified from the government anymore. It does not need to be funded by taxpayer dollars. The idea was sound at the beginning. It's not needed anymore. If they want to be a separate entity, they want to be a private entity and exist, go for it. You're already double dipping by selling ads in the programming that you're doing on television through hockey. Like, you're running ads. You're not doing that on radio. Why aren't you doing that on radio? I literally have skin in the game on this one.
You're on radio.
I am on radio. I compete with another radio station, 2 of them, 3 of them in Winnipeg that do not run advertising. Like, a lot of times when people are listening to the radio in the morning and they hear an ad come on, they'll flip around to another station that plays the same music or whatever it may be. If you're on the CBC, you never have to worry about commercial radio. You don't have to worry about commercials. They don't run commercials because they are publicly funded. They want to stay in the game? Hire a sales team. Go out and sell ads. Play in the same rules that the rest of us are. But you don't need to be publicly funded anymore. Period.
You got my support. I'm sold.
Hey, more hockey content. It might be old, it might be new, it might be a full episode, it might be a half episode, but you can click these boxes because who doesn't like clicking boxes?